Let me ask you, what exactly is a miracle? Is it a rare divine intervention that defies the laws of nature? Or is it just a coincidence amplified by our hopes and beliefs? Today, we're taking a good look into the world of miracles, from miraculous healings and amazing accident survivors to scientific investigations and philosophical debates. Get ready for a journey that challenges the mind, spirit, and soul in episode 13 Miracles. Hi everyone, welcome back to Beau videos. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Today we're talking about miracles. Are they real or just a figment of our imagination? It was said that miracles are not contrary to nature, but only contrary to what we know about nature. Who said it? I've no idea. So what is a miracle? According to the dictionary, a miracle is an extraordinary event manifesting divine intervention in human affairs. Now let's break that down. Miracles come in many forms: healing miracles, miracles of nature, and even modern day miracles caught on camera. Are these miracles or pure and utter luck? But it's not just religion that talks about miracles. People from all walks of life have reported events that seem impossible by scientific standards, from surviving plane crashes to inexplicable recoveries from terminal illnesses. Miracles seem to transcend cultural and religious boundaries. Across different religions, miracles are seen as signs of divine presence and power. In Christianity, miracles performed by Jesus, like healing the blind and raising the dead, are central to the faith. According to theology, miracles are seen as evidence of God's work on earth. They are not just random acts, but are meant to convey a message. Hinduism and Buddhism also have their share of miracles, often involving the intervention of gods, sages, or enlightened beings. But what about science? Can it explain any of these so-called miracles? Science tends to be skeptical about miracles, often explaining them as coincidences, psychological phenomena, or even hoaxes. Take, for example, the placebo effect. This is a well-known documented phenomenon where people experience real improvements in health after receiving a treatment with no therapeutic value. Could some so-called miracles be an extreme form of this effect? Are folk just believing it because they want or even need to believe it? The human mind is incredibly powerful. In some cases, I'm sure belief alone can bring about a significant change in health and well-being. If that's what a miracle really is, then that isn't a bad thing, surely. There are also cases where people survive events against all odds, plane crashes, earthquakes, or even being lost at sea for months. Wilson! Are these miracles or just rare statistical events? What we may often perceive as a miracle might simply be an outlier, something that's improbable but not impossible. The chances may be stacked overwhelmingly against the odds, but nonetheless, still a slim possibility. There have been several documented cases of miracles that have baffled even the most skeptical observers. Let's talk about some of the most famous ones. First up, the miracles at Lourdes in France, which refers to a series of miraculous events associated with the town of Lourdes, where the Virgin Mary is believed to have appeared to a young girl named Bernadette. These events led Lourdes to become one of the most famous pilgrimage sites in the world for Catholics, known especially for its purported healing properties. The first apparition occurred in February 1858 when a 14-year-old Bernadette, a poor and illiterate girl from Lourdes, reported seeing a vision of a lady in a grotto named Massabielle near the Gave de Pau River. The lady apparition was described as a small young woman dressed in white with a blue sash, a yellow rose on each foot, and a rosary in her hand. Over the next few months, Bernadette experienced a total of 18 apparitions of the lady, who eventually identified herself as the Immaculate Conception. During the apparitions, the lady reportedly asked Bernadette to pray for sinners and encourage penance. She also instructed Bernadette to dig a hole in the ground, where a spring of water suddenly appeared. This spring is now known as the Lourdes Spring, and its waters are considered to have healing properties. Many pilgrims began visiting Lourdes to drink and bathe in the spring's waters, believing it to have curative powers. The first recorded healing was of Catherine Latapy, who claimed that her paralysed hand was restored after washing it in the spring. Since then, there have been thousands of reports of cures and healings attributed to the Lourdes water. Over 7,000 have been reported at Lourdes since the 19th century, but only 70 have been recognised by the Catholic Church after rigorous medical examination. But 70 is still 70. If miracles were just an imagination running riot, there would be none, right? While many of these cases could be explained by spontaneous remission or psychological factors, there are a few that truly defy medical explanation. Then there's the case of the sun miracle at Fatima, Portugal, witnessed by over 30,000 people in 1917. The miracle of the sun is one of the most famous Marian apparitions in the Catholic Church, said to have occurred in October 1917 near the small village of Fatima in Portugal. This event is closely associated with three shepherd children, Lucia dos Santos and her cousins Francisco and Jacinta Marto, who reported a series of apparitions of the Virgin Mary earlier that year. The three children reported seeing a lady more brilliant than the sun near a holm oak tree in the Cova Iria fields just outside Fatima. The lady, who was later believed to be the Virgin Mary, appeared to the children monthly from May to October. She delivered messages calling for prayer and repentance. She also promised a great miracle would occur on October the 13th, which would prove the authenticity of the apparitions. Despite heavy rain, October the 13th saw tens of thousands of people gathered at the Cova de Iria to witness the promised miracle. According to various eyewitness accounts, the rain suddenly stopped, the thick clouds broke apart, and the sun appeared as a spinning, colourful disc in the sky. Eyewitnesses included journalists, skeptics, believers, clergy, and even atheists. Several reports from secular newspapers described the event in detail, although interpretations varied widely. Was it a mass hallucination or something truly divine? Well, it doesn't end there. It was revealed later that the light, or the lady, revealed three secrets to the three girls. These secrets were prophecies. The first two secrets were disclosed by Sister Lucia in 1941, while the third secret remained undisclosed until the year 2000. The first secret is a vision of hell that the Virgin Mary showed the children. According to Sister Lucia's account, they saw a great sea of fire in which they saw demons and souls of the damned in human form amid cries of pain and despair. The second secret, bearing in mind it was 1917, including a prophecy regarding the end of World War I and the coming of World War II. The Virgin Mary warned that if people did not stop offending God, a worse war would break out. The secret also mentioned the spread of communism. She did, however, promise there would be a period of peace in the world. The third secret was the most controversial and was kept confidential by the Vatican until the year 2000. In this vision, the children saw a bishop dressed in white, interpreted to be the Pope, climbing a mountain with other bishops, priests, and lay people. At the top of the mountain was a large cross. As the Pope reached the cross, he was killed by a group of soldiers who fired bullets and arrows at him. The vision also showed the death of many other clergy. The Vatican released the text of the third secret in the year 2000, saying it was a prophecy of the 21st century persecutions of Christians after the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II in 1981. On May the 13th, 1981, which happened to be the anniversary of the first apparition at Fatima, Muhammad Ali shot Pope John Paul II in St. Peter's Square, nearly killing him. The Pope later attributed his survival to the intervention of Our Lady of Fatima. Miracles aren't just stories from ancient texts or famous historical events. They're personal experiences that happen to ordinary people. After horrendous accidents, there have been some folk that are clinically dead for several minutes, and during that time, they say they felt at peace and saw a light that they can't fully explain. A friend of mine told me after his terrible car accident that he was told by the doctors there was no way anyone could survive that crash, but thankfully he's still with us and enjoying life to the full. He likes to think there was some kind of a divine intervention, and who's to question him? Certainly not me. So I ask again, are miracles real? Well, it seems the answer depends on who you ask. Skeptics argue that what we call miracles are just gaps in our current scientific understanding. As science progresses, these gaps close and miracles fade away. Many things once thought to be miraculous, like lightning or other weather phenomena, are now easily explained by science. Or are they? Personally, I say that miracles are not meant to be proven but experienced. I believe miracles are by definition beyond human understanding. They serve to remind us of the mysteries of existence and keep us guessing at what our world really is and has become. Interestingly, despite scientific skepticism, a large percentage of people around the world still believe in miracles. Could it be that miracles fulfill a psychological or spiritual need? Are they breeding grounds for the self wanting hoaxers? Or are they truly the work of a God or a higher being, maybe our creator and life itself? You be the judge. Once again, thanks for watching. Please don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, click the like button. It really helps the channel. And subscribe and tap the notification bell to keep up to date with future video releases. My own little miracle is that I now have over 11,000 subscribers, and I can't thank you enough, truly. Anyhow, always look around you on a daily basis. You never know when the next miracle may happen. We may have a government that cares one day. Okay, I hear you. Maybe I'm going a bit too far. Take care. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.